So they're working out there, and Peyton and I walked a long ways. And even though they've been doing all the hard work,
I think we should take the golf cart back.
Oh yeah, we'll be taking the golf cart. Thanks for the golf cart! So we get a lot of questions on what in the world is it like working on a prairie grass farm, wildflowers and all. I figured it'd just be a lot easier to show you guys than be able to tell you. So this is how a week goes on a native prairie grass farm.
We're at the Tri-Faith Garden here right outside of Temple, Israel, here in Omaha, Nebraska, and they contacted me a few years ago about wanting to plant the 3 or 4 sisters here, and that came from I thought it was extinct, type of corn called Omaha Rainbow Flint. Well, for many of the Plains tribes, including the Omahas, red corn is the most sacred of all the corn. All corn is sacred, but the most sacred is the red. My clan of the Omaha tribe, the Black Shoulder people, were the keepers of the red corn.
Swamping in the rain. Rain stopped. Getting these windrows laid down. You see in the video that I'm kind of only using half of the reel, or half of the head, the cutting head. And the reason for that is it's better to have a half row than like do a full row on this pass and then end up with like a 4-foot wide strip of sedge on my way back. The reason for that is you can end up with too light of a stack for the combine to pick it up easily. All right, so after you finish up with the field, you get all this extra stuff piled up in here that you got to get cleaned out. You don't want to waste any good seed, so I figure this would be a good spot to stop and offload the excess here.
Good morning. We are going to take pictures of the flowers, and the reason we do that is because we want to keep track of what all the flowers look like every week, in case we need to know that the next year we could tell if things are ahead of schedule or behind schedule and what they're supposed to be looking like. So, Peyton's coming with me. Yep. Peyton, tell him why you're coming with me.
It's very important that I come with Nick, just in terms of regulating his photo taking and just looking for something to do.
Dad took my truck and his tire is getting low, which means we need to fill it up, but he left us without a chuck.
Oh, I got you. I know where they're at. Somewhere in here.
Dad, your truck's kind of messy. There is a golf cart in the way. Peyton, I choose you. What are you guys doing? Are you taking videos?
No, we actually haven't taken any videos yet. We will.
Dad.
We're whacking down brome in the Virginia wild rye.
Too focused on the grind.
On the grind. Dude, look at this guy's grind. Here, show us your grind. Wow. Truly a grind.
Check out that fit check.
Y'all like dolphins? I like dolphins.
Okay, show us your new boots.
Just ordered them. I'm no longer wearing 800 grams of insulation in 98-degree weather. I'm just goofing. New boot goofing.
Oh!
Peyton, grass check. What's this?
That is wild rye, it looks like.
Well, it's Indian, but you were close.
I was pretty close. Hey, wildflower check. What's this?
That is, let's see, let's get a good look. I think that's Ohio spiderwort, man. All right, so we are in the middle of the Golden Alexander field, and we had a lot of world milkweed decide to volunteer itself. So we we decided to go with the world milkweed in this area. Man, look at this. You got a safari for us?
A lot of you don't know this, but there's a species in Iowa called wild parsnip that looks super similar to golden Alexander. When it's real yellow, if you break the bulbs and the oil gets on your skin, you'll break out and get like basically burns on your skin.
Why don't you snap those bulbs just to show that you know that that's golden Alexander?
But a good way to find out is if your hand ends up on fire, it's wild parsnip.
Hey, are you all right there, buddy? This was blunt broom and it was already harvested. You can see that the swather and the combine are both out here that Kent and Dad were using. But we got a little patch in here that hasn't been harvested, and that's Beb sedge. So that'll be harvested later today.
Remember last year when we were all worried about badgers?
We have to watch out for badgers. We get badgers out here.
If I saw a badger today, I'd punch one in the face. Remember the bucket that Ben told you to keep safe?
You put it right on the back of the... Frick. I guess we're turning around here. Bucket! Bucket, where are you? Bucket! Bucket! Oh! Are you even looking for the bucket?
Yeah, it's somewhere over here. Maybe back there. What if the badgers took it?
They do that. They do this every year. I'm sick of their bucket taking grubby hands. And now, a time period where I take a video like Peyton Scandridge. All right, guys, how are you enjoying my chin? It's a good chin, isn't it? Yep, we're gonna have a long conversation. You better get used to this chin. I'm not gonna lie, Peyton, I'm not seeing a bucket.
I smell it.
It's called bucket hunting.
Bucket hunting, Nicholas.
Peyton, remember when you were like, hey, I'll come with you, it'll be fun, it'll be a good idea.
Hey, I found them. We're good.
We found the buckets. It's right there where we left it. You got it?
I got the bucket.
All right, so we got the buckets, we got our pictures, and now we are headed back to do our favorite thing called office work.
It was a good break.
Okay, now Ben and I, after we finished up hacking out brome and quackgrass out of the Virginia wild rye, we're hand harvesting Beb's sedge, which is the shortest of the three sedges that we grow and the last to be harvested. So we'll come through and we'll hand harvest a bunch of it, but then we'll come back through with a swather and get the rest. All right, so now Ben and I are out here flipping Ohio spiderwort in these wagons just to make sure that it's drying as evenly as possible. It is a dirty, dusty job. Kind of burns the airway, wouldn't you say, Ben? Yeah. Someone's got to do it though. Okay, so last night I got the shop cleared out. Carol, when he got back, he moved all of these wagons into the shop because we've been having a lot of rain. I just came in to check, make sure none of the breakers flipped or anything from running these fans. Everything looks good. It smells like drying Ohio spiderwort, which is good. Today I'm harvesting Beb's sedge. I was hand harvesting it a little bit earlier, and now I'm up on the swather again. Going kind of slow. It's a real short sedge. I think it'd be pretty easy to plow over it if I go too fast. And also I've been having some trouble with the chain that drives the reel and really the whole head. Kept slipping off the sprocket. I think I got it good now, but no reason to mess with what ain't broken. So I'm just gonna go low and slow for now. I think it'll be better for cutting the sedge though anyways, like I said. Doing my last couple passes here in the Beb sedge. Harvest is looking a little light. I hope we find out otherwise once we complete the harvest, which just doesn't seem like there's a lot here. I went and cut some black-eyed Susans that were actually growing out here in the Beb sedge. Got quite a few bunches of them. It always kills me when our forbs become a weed in another field. It stinks to have to whack them, you know? So I usually, when I get a chance, take home a bouquet to my wife, make her happy, make me feel better about flowers going to some use. Now that I'm done harvesting this Beb sedge here, I have to go through and you can see all the clippings that build up here on the head. Got to go through and clean those out by hand. then I'll park it. We'll be done with this field for now. I got a proud hoeing moment here. You might remember this is the field of swamp milkweed that I was getting all that velvet leaf out of last week. Look how pretty she looks. Hard work paid off. Okay, off in the distance we got some aerial spraying going on. I assume weed, maybe even insect control. And here, Ben and myself, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Just a hoe. I like the old-fashioned way better. All right, Ben and I, we just finished up here in the foxglove field. You notice, got a lot of this morning glory vine that's growing over top of our foxglove. But when you look down the rows here, there's big piles of the stuff. We're feeling pretty good about this field now. This one doesn't really make it onto beautiful weed series, but it does make the unique one. This is known as physalis, I believe. It's these weird little papery looking pepper, but they're not peppers, I don't believe. Interesting. Gotta go. You're clogging up our butterfly milkweed field. All right, Ben and I are out here in the Golden Alexander field, coming and doing another round of cleanup. How would you say the temperature is today, Ben?
Oh, it's like a mild sauna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I feel like like one of those lobsters in the boiling water. Like I don't know I'm in danger yet, but I am.
Wow, that was deeply deep. All right, Ben and I are out in the rough drop seed out here. And you can see there's a lot of milkweed mixed in. I think there's talk of us trying to hand harvest all the extra common milkweed we have growing in here.
So, I came out here and I saw that it was nothing but mare's tail. And I didn't like that too much. See, me and mare's tail, we don't get along that well. I talked to Carol. I'm like, Carol, she just let me take a week, be out here every day, take a row at a time. I think I clean it up. He's like, all right, I'll let you do it. Tell you what, it took more than a week, but by the time I was done, I'm pretty sure my right shoulder was 3 times larger than my left from chopping all day. But this field got looking a lot nicer, and as we can see now, it's all that hard work has paid off. And
found something cool here in this weed growing. We're gonna actually leave this weed for this reason. 4 little eggs.
I think that's a robin.
Well, they're 2 different colors. 2 of them look like the robin's egg color. I don't know if robins have the patent on blue eggs, but 2 of them are different color, and it makes me wonder if those could be cowbird eggs, because cowbirds notorious for nest parasitism. They drop their eggs in other birds' nests and get them to spend the energy raising their offspring for them. A depressing fact I once heard about the cowbird, by the way, they used to be known as the buffalo bird because we eliminated the prairie, and we actually even eliminated the buffalo or bison that lived on the prairie before we pretty much totally eradicated prairie. We had to change the name of the bird because they started pecking around cows instead of buffalo. So now they're called the cowbird. Bring back prairie, bring back buffalo, bring back the buffalo bird.